All right, finish our Titan1M. We are going to drill the holes, create the tap or the threads inside there, and then we're going to chamfer this surface. So we'll start off by drilling the holes first. We're going to drill, then do the tap. We need to kind of remove some material and then allow the tap to cut into the material. So we'll click our drilling cycle. I'm going to choose the 0.1772 drill. That's the correct drill for this side, the next size there, the tap. I'm going to hit select. We're going to leave all this as is. Now we're going to select all of our holes. And so if we kind of hover, it's, what do you want to do here? So there's various different things. I'm going to just push my mouse to where the holes would be. I'm not going to worry about the order that I'm selecting. I'm going to let it optimize it for me. My clearances and all that stuff here, I'm going to leave all this the same. And then I'm going to change my drilling cycle from rapid out. So if I leave my mouse here, you can see it says feed to depth and rapid out for holes with depths of less than 3 times the tool diameter. We're going to use the chip breaking, which will do multiple steps to allow the tool to break the chips that are created. And it says for holes that are depths more than 3 times the tool diameter. Our depth is a little over, it's probably 5 inches or a half an inch. Our tool diameter is 0.1772. We could do the math. We're right in there. We're going to do the chip breaking, partial retract, and we're going to just leave all this the same as it is right now. We're not too concerned about it because our material is pretty soft. So what that looks like, zoom out a little bit here, it's going to come in and kind of do each hole, right? And it's going to allow some of the material to come out of that hole before it goes back in. All right. So to do our threading, I'm going to do a drill cycle again. I'm going to choose my 0.194 right tap. That's my 10-32 tap. So I'm going to hit select. I'm going to again choose the holes. I'm going to change the bottom height from the hole bottom. I'm going to click on hole top, and I'm going to go negative 0.38. We're only threading part of the way down. That's to leave some room for the very tip of the tool, which is slightly angled, to kind of clear through and get all the way through that. All right, and we're going to do our cycle is tapping, right? And we're going to do a right tapping, and we're going to dwell for 0.5. So it's going to just dwell for a quick at the bottom before it comes up. All right, I'm going to go back to my original tab, and we're going to slow this down. So I'm going to slow this spindle speed way down because I want it to cut a lot slower. I'm going to do 6,000. Okay, or sorry, 600, not 6,000. From 5,000 down to 600. That changes this. All right, so I have my tap at 600 RPMs. I've selected all the holes. I have changed my bottom height to be referenced off the top of the hole, negative 0.38. And then I'm using a right tap with a 0.5 second dwell. It's going to just pause it. So we'll click OK. All right. And to kind of see what these two look like together. All right. There's my drilling of the holes. And then here's the tap. We don't really see the dwell in the simulation, but it's happening kind of as it goes through here. All right. So then my last step is going to be to cut that chamfer off. So I'm going to go to my 2D milling and click on chamfer. I'm going to choose the 1/4 inch 90-degree spot drill that creates that chamfer. Let's select. We'll leave all this the same. Now we're going to choose our selection, and we're going to choose the top of the 2 lines, not the bottom or the inside. We'll leave all this stuff exactly the same here, except for I can change my top height to my model top. Leave all the rest of that where it is. I'm not going to worry about this. This is all basically preset, as is this for me here. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this, and I'm going to slow down this cutting feed rate to 25. All right, because we got to go a little bit slower. We can spin at 5,000. We're taking very little off, but we want to slow it down. I'm going to click OK. And now I'm going to run my entire simulation again. So there's my facing, my pocket, that other little pocket, my contour, my holes, the threads. And then the last one here is we can see what the chamfer does as it comes around. It kind of cleans up that edge and gives me that little angle there. And we'll go all the way around. And my part is done.